What's up, Cozy? What's up, someone? I am alive, yes. Live and alive. For now. I saw some frame dropping, but it's because I'm uploading stuff and it's surprisingly keeping it together. I'm streaming and uploading files to the internet. It's incredible. It doesn't explode. What's up, Astoria? Today really feels like I have an internet connection. If you could just allow me. No. I think it's YouTube entirely, like full word. I don't know. Did I forget to put a command for the shortening? I did. Also, the Silent Hill 1 experience was almost a year ago. Well, almost, not really. A solid 7-8 months ago. Tired. Struggling a bit. There's a lot to do. How about you? It is difficult. No way, no way! Oh my god, man! Yeah, it will be time very soon. I was sleeping like a baby this morning, so then I had to get up. The clock is ticking. Incredible. If only. I hate it. You tell me. I don't know if I hate the clock. I don't know if I hate more the clock or GGS. They're solid contenders. I messed this one up. Cool though. Oh, new soft lock. Never mind. Yeah, I was just dashing. Didn't really pay attention. Didn't count. Imagine. My bad. No, of course. Of course, yeah. This shit, dude. Literally me. Like staring into a mirror. Hey, what's up, old school? How's it going? Incredible. Come on. Right. Flawless. Looking flawless. Thank you for the good luck. Here we go. Skål. Please fall asleep. Thank you for the good luck. And turn the device off. You don't want it to stay on for the entire night. That's a waste of energy. Power, waste of power. Cool. Long, quite challenging. Not entirely satisfied. More than usual. Am I ever entirely satisfied? I don't know, man. There's I can basically make a list of all the things I was supposed to get done for every given day. It's a long list. Yeah. Another day in 2026, 2025, 2024, 2023, 22, 21, 20, 19. I don't know, man. It's a constant. The whole week has been this way. Well, I'm like, tomorrow will be the day where I settle things down and actually get back on track and catch up with a backlog of things to do. And no, that doesn't happen. And then there's the weekend. There comes the weekend, and I'm like, the weekend will be my time to shine and really boost ahead. Nope. Then next week for sure, because I have less things to do, well, therefore I'll be able to put more effort into it. No. I feel like I could be much more productive. I try to be proactive. I try to, stay on pace and whatnot. But no, I feel like I'm distracted, lazy. not good enough. Dumb at times, just straight out dumb. And dumbness slows you down for sure. What's up, Hyper? Thank you for the good luck. I think I saw you somewhere today. In a very based Twitch channel, maybe. What's distracting me? The computer. I would say that mainly the computer. It's always that. Because I can always, or almost always, open up YouTube and find something of interest, you know, like even work related. So it's you feel less guilty because it's maybe it's 20 minutes of tutorial on something programming, something modeling, and I'm like, oh, I could save this for later. Such a nice video that I could learn something from, and then it takes time away from me. It's a crafty. Enjoy the lurking. Don't play mail with the homies. Death party. It is procrastination, yeah, very much. It's the fact that I'm in a learning phase as well for many things, for job, for work, and there's friction. There's friction in the learning, and as soon as I don't understand 100% of what I'm trying to figure out, I'm like, I'm stupid. I'm stupid. That doesn't work. I should have already mastered this thing. I will watch your YouTube video. Not always like that, of course, but you know, it's not always like that. That extreme. But I feel pretty stupid. Obtuse. I feel behind. I know, but at some point you gotta say, you gotta stop blaming the world, stop blaming yourself, and start changing things around. He is fine. I think he was here the other day. I'll figure it out. '2020 was a tough one. This is just 2020 part 6. We're still in the same year. Cool. Your Twitch channel? It's hard to hear that. There's nothing you can do, as far as I know. And Twitch doesn't give a shit.
You have a...
I don't care. Twitch doesn't care. I understand that. Yeah. Well, I mean, you could stop the stream, right? You can stop the stream as soon as you notice the view botting and try and restart it and see if the bots go away or whatever. It's an inconvenience for the actual viewers. It's annoying, it's bothering. Yeah, no. I know. Yo, what's up, Zeka? Thank you for the good luck. That's an incredible emote. That was so good. And yet, not good enough. Have you considered clipping? There you go. No way. Cool. Right, yes. If you just let me finish the emote first. God. It's almost done. It's almost done.
Of course.
Splendid. No, those are yours. And I don't have 3 slots. No, those are yours. No. Okay.
Captain. Is that...
Very, very stupid. Damn. Crafty, stop. Thank you for gifting a sub to someone. Thank you. That woke me up. That's speed glitch. Why not? Why not? I'm so warmed up now. From my 15 minutes of aborted speedrun. I kind of believed in that loop, you know. We were so close to finishing the run. Yeah. I was on PB pace. Not really. Oh, well, it was a regular pools. I'm getting better, you know. What's a bundle? Thank you for the good luck. Getting better at that jump. But it's really, really tough to keep it together by the time I get to Crystal Caves and whatnot. It's a shit show. Oh god. Also, instant sleep of the second run. Then I go for the third one, and I'm fully awake. Then I go for the fourth one, and I'm back to sleep. Pain, 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 pain. Tuppa. Of course I dropped the cable. How did I fail? How did I fall? Nice drift in there. I don't care. I don't care about anything. Can I go to bed now? Sure, dude. Sure. I gave my best. What's up, Vinegar? Hey, Foxy. No way. Right. When I'm half asleep, it works so nicely. Well, not the clip out. The fuck? The fuck? Okay, man.
Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up.
Oh, I got it. No way. What's up, airplane? I'm not sleeping, I promise. Basically for strong, yeah. Better than before. Even though I don't remember what was the time. I'm really sleepy. I will wake up eventually. Well, I'm too tired to perform even awake. Let's be honest, I am too tired to perform. Right. Thank you. Yeah. I don't really need to land. Am I stuck on the mountain? Okay. There you go, I'm not stuck anymore. GG. We just saw the reveal trailer. The gameplay at the end was the most boring, generic, ugly part of any prior Spyro game they could pull off, which is flying through the rings. I'm not excited about that. The design is different once again. Yeah. I'm not necessarily a fan of the design. People pointed out that what's with my light? People have pointed out that it's Toys for Bob, the same guys who made Crash 4. Crash 4 also got a pretty strong redesign after the Insane Trilogy, right? And I can see the trend here with Spyro 4, if you want to call it like that, getting a redesign after Reignited Trilogy. My light is flickering. And Crash 4's redesign was looked kind of better. I don't know here. I don't know. Maybe in motion it will look good when we actually get to play it. The graphics themselves don't matter because it was a CGI trailer, so there's not even that. You cannot really consider anything comparable to in-game footage. Maybe in-game footage will be even better by the time it comes out. I don't know. So for me, that trailer, it could have been just a post on social media without pictures saying Spyro 4 will come in 2027 or whatever, right? Because I can't really... I know what Spyro looks like. I know you can make him look good with current gen graphics. I don't need a CGI trailer to prove it, personally. Cool. Got stuck in every possible corner there. I'm waking up now. No way. Yeah, are people excited about Crazy Taxi? I've never played any game from the series. I know it's appreciated. Light flickering. Friendly reminder that my LAN and my computer are connected to the same power source. Hey, Marty. Always back at it, and the game is always back at, believe me. Just clip, thank you. Buonasera, pellone. Uno solo. Oh. Hey Proxy, how's it going? Nice dialogue. Kinda wanna save. Also no. Save progress. Right. No, I'm sorry. Sorry. You mentioned it. I'm glad to hear you're getting better, man. This will not work because I distinctly heard Din stumbling on the ledge. Yes, thank you. GG, fuck this game, I hate my life, I want to punch myself in the face. It must be. Did you have fever as well? No mosquito right now. That's all that's missing. We've got sleepiness, skill issue, the game not behaving, bad RNG, and missing mosquitoes. Always, wow. It's been like that for the last, like, few summers, really. It's not like that here yet, but the time will come, right? Like at the moment, I can breathe. It's not. It's cool. It's a nice night, you know, in terms of heat. At the moment, and then it shifts. So I don't like the process of the fever. Fever is just, you know, an inconvenience. I love when I feel it, you know, like it's the day before you're falling sick, and you can feel the fever, right? So you feel you're hot and whatnot, and when that happens to me, I know that I will start shivering like crazy the moment I get to bed, and it happens. It happens most of the time. Like I'm super hot, then I go to bed. I'm like, yep, anytime now, and anytime now I'm gonna feel the exact opposite, and I start shivering. It's the opposite. Feels like being drugged. It's different from people. Some people have hallucinations, right? They have a lot of fever dreams, right? I don't have that. I get that most of the time. How to get sick leave? Yeah, that's a mystery. Imagine. I guess you need to ask someone. Great jumps, by the way. Also throwing up, yes, dude. I was afraid, because the process of throwing up was almost painful for me, right? It was a moment I dreaded. You also had a pretty high fever. Your voices. Yeah, but are you getting the sick leave proxy? You can fall ill as much as you want, but if you don't get the sick leave, it's kind of problematic. Right. So you're not paid? Feels good, man. It'll work from remote, yes. Makes sense. Your boss knows that he cannot really overwhelm you with tasks these days because you are technically fucking sick. I'm down. No, I don't know, Proxy. You will need to check a doctor. Maybe a doctor can recommend some changes in the diet. Sometimes that can help you, I think. Yo, what's up, Zero? His body and mind. Yeah, I don't recall many dreams these days, personally. A song? Right. So let's go with something chill, maybe. I'm thinking. It's up for you. Thank you for the good one. Ja, why not? Well, that's spooky though, Proxy. What the heck? It's manageable, just a little nightmare. You know, let's go for a song, for a video game song, Prey from the Resident Evil 5 soundtrack. What's the difference between night terrors and nightmares? Yeah, what are night terrors? Nice. Yeah. was kind of on a pace until now. Kids cannot fall asleep because they could die in it? No. So like a night terror is a nightmare where you die? You get killed? Or you are in mortal danger? What is it? I've had nightmares where I was in mortal danger. Side of the dream and again. Okay. I think I've had that a few times. Like Balto with the 18 months. Thank you so much. How's it going? You're very generous. Thank you. Like I've had some of those where I would repeat like a sequence a couple times. You know, something like zombie based, for example, like where I was being chased by zombies that I would get killed at the end of it, and then I would restart and was still like, alive again, you know. Or I was being chased by actual people, like a bunch of killers, stalkers. Getting chased is recurring here. All the time sounds very, very rough. Oh, okay. Like no, I didn't experience that. Nobody ever reported me making action, like screaming during the night. That's good. That is distressing. Nice. Yeah, why not? Good GGS, let's fuck it up. Didn't like this one anyways. Green Dan. Yeah, it's good. It's good that you're not suffering from them anymore. Right, I don't know, possibly. You're scared? No. My boo! Nice. Can I fuck up something else? How do you translate Togassi into English? Full speed. You sure can, Proxy, but I don't recommend it. Your sleeping schedule is so precious. Nice. I fucked up this one. I cannot play the game. How about it stop? And give up. Where am I? Am I on the wrong side? I'm gonna cry. I am on the wrong side. In incredible ways. And I'm doing it wrong, Proxy. Who's the loser? There's another 007 game coming out? I don't want to reset. I'm so sick of this. I want to see the end. For closure. Okay, First Light. Yes. I'm not into 007. I'm like, I really lose interest when I see him. It is new, it just came out. Not following where your camera is. No, I know the camera is a bit... It's lying a bit. Or it's delayed, rather. The camera doesn't follow you one-on-one. Shore Zero.
Captain.
It was incredibly popular here. Yes, absolutely. It had its moment of glory, I remember it. There as well, yeah. Man, it's a fucking... So... It's a fucking series about a dog. Never watched a single episode myself. But it always existed, right? In the periphery of my knowledge. Forced Zemmer. Fuck you. I remember that one, the Cobra 11 one. They're all bad. They're all the same freaking series where a whole town is plagued with constant homicides. Everybody turning into a victim or a criminal every single day. And the police is an incredible mix of incompetence, genius, creativity, out-of-the-box lateral thinking, and idiocy. And dogs, or mascot animals of some kind. The cop on the show. Okay. I didn't know. We never. You have to ask for a raise. Okay. So it was a low budget series as well. Schneidermittet. I don't know. Possible though. Maybe I know. Maybe I know. Well, maybe they were malfunctioning BMWs, right? They were doomed anyways. Did you watch Bud Spencer's movies as a kid? No. Not a single one. Didn't grow up watching Bud Spencer. Where are my fountains? I have full HP, it's incredible. Oh, her last name is Chanel. Missed out? I don't know. Oh. I think we're losing this one. Yeah. Well, GG. Amazing. Commissar. I've never heard that, Proxy. I might just be ignorant. Maybe that is the actual name in Italian. It's just a little cricket. Squash it. Fire! Nice tombstone. Feuerfrei. Ah, man of culture. Yes, yes. I remember watching part of that movie as a kid. I don't recall the song being in the movie itself. I don't know if that's the case. Maybe they just featured the movie in the official music video, but not the opposite. It's Grasshopper. Okay. At night. In the theater, man. Was it a good watch? I don't remember anything. I guess it was like a Fast and Furious on foot. Just a, American Y2K action movie with big, beefy, muscle dudes shooting each other, crime. It was fine. Then it was bad. Thing is, I don't feel like 13 years old was the target audience. More like, people in their 20s should have been their target audience. Yeah, but dude, you have to understand, Proxy. A lot of people abroad don't even know that Czech Republic exists, while Russians are a nice and tried stereotype for criminals. Can I get me the clip and then I will restart? Thank you. Very, very good. You do. I do. I feel like there's people out there who are not knowledgeable enough. It's also that, Proxy. And I have to admit, I don't know the exact story behind the separation, right, between Czech Republic and Slovakia. But I know that you are two different countries at the moment. I know enough. Where are my German viewers fighting for their beer? Fuck that June. He gotta work, they gotta stay efficient. Same. Right. Well, I guess now you work better on your own, right, Proxy? And you cannot really. There's no point in going back over that decision, right? Unless it was for peaceful reunion, but I don't know if that is feasible. It sure is a pain in the ass in many ways to reunite two countries. If you're really Eastern, I see. At least they're bros. Rather unite with Poland. You feel like you're closer to Poland? I don't know, culturally? We had the same language, okay. Yeah, it's a gap. It's a big gap when you don't share the same language.
Oh.
Oh, it's fairly close. Impossible. Get out. Excalibur CD. You are a bitch. I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't want it. I want to run. You get flyers because it's called Excalibur City? Hey, Jixayers, what's up? Flyers are a scam. Generally. Not always. Want Austrians with money to get shopping there. Oh, okay. Let's see. How flyers you get, you're right. Let's go here.
So,
Oh, this one, right. Ah, that's what you're talking about. From Walking Dead. Oh, because there is the actor from The Walking Dead. Man, that's deep. Norman Reedus, yes. He's also getting, I don't want to say old, but he is getting old. I don't know for how long he's been acting. I haven't seen him in a single movie. I've never watched The Walking Dead. I have no idea. Yeah, quite possible, right? He doesn't need a translator. Kojima did it again. Nice drifting, nice drifting. Fuck me. It's over. I remember people complaining about Keith Sunderland in MGS5 a long time ago. Yeah, I was not kidding. Kojima is Japanese, yes. I think you're wrong. Okay. You go tell Kojima-san that he is Portuguese, though. I won't tell him. See if he likes it. You've met him, right? In Portugal? Oh, Ronaldo, right. I don't necessarily dislike the man, but I feel like he gets carried away every now and then. And I'm not necessarily a fan of the casting, right? Casting like not famous, popular actors. Like I get it, I get why you're doing it. Other people do it, you know, like with face models, for example. But would Death Stranding work the same without that bunch of Hollywood actors that he hired? What if all of the characters were more generic or just not recognizable from movies and TV shows? And maybe it would still work. Maybe the writing is good enough. Maybe the game is fun enough. I don't know. PT was something else, yes. I don't even know. It was so good that PT was so good. I kind of question whether or not it was just Kojima. We'll never know, right? We'll never know if somebody else like helped Kojima writing the plot or the setting for PT. We'll never know. Del Toro was involved, yes, but like Kojima will never tell you Del Toro like wrote this moment that you love, right? I don't know, like the mirror scene, the peeping hole scene, like you'll never hear that, right? He was involved, but that's also like a feat. It's like casting Norman Reedus, right? Del Toro was very popular, and that's it. That's his name associated with the project, and giving it credibility before any actual explanation of the involvement. It doesn't matter how he was involved. It matters that his name is slapped on the project. Father CEO of Rockstar. Okay, it's incredible. Very nice. He coded the Fox engine all on his own. I remember RE7 being announced like after PT, sometime after PT, or maybe after PT got cancelled even. And at some point, people were pointing out that some people who had just worked on PT, had moved to Capcom for RE7, and like when we only had a trailer for RE7. There was, for a brief moment, speculation that RE7 was going to be all this, you know, paranormal, just like PT, but a full game. Not really. GTA 6 may be overhyped. I don't know. I don't care. I never really cared about any of the hype. I think it still holds up. RE7 is very nice. No key skip. %70% of my body was manhandled. Come on, man. There's Code Veronica now. Trust the process. It's a hit and miss. RE7 was a hit. RE2 remake was a hit, second hit in a row. Then RE3 remake was a miss. Then RE4 was a hit, allegedly. Then Village was an absolute miss, according to me. Then RE9 was a miss. Okay, RE5 remake, sure, why not? With your family, Veninger, that's incredible. That's a cool family game. In the meantime, I'm stuck on this fence just like every single day of my life. Fabio, incredibile, grazie. Oh no, there's retconning. Spoilers. I don't want to hear about it. Hate having this success without Konami. I don't wish for his downfall. Thank you. I'm back. I will check it out, Bellone. I'm sure you made an absolute masterpiece. About Village, it's difficult, man. Village is not as scary and tight as RE7. It's linear as fuck. Reset. It's linear as fuck. I remember when during my first playthrough, when I got to the spoiler, when I got to the main hub, right, from which you can go to the different houses in Village, and I thought, I didn't look at the locks, right, and I was like, I get to choose which house I want to tackle first, right? That was exciting. That was a moment, like there's strategy there, because if you give me this freedom, this big choice, there might be some strategy, right? And it was forced. There was no choice, and on top of that, like, I don't know, like the first Castle Dimitrescu is it is linear, and it's the most complete Resident Evil experience, very polished, right? Because you explore, you open up areas and sections, and with very mild puzzles, you get chased around, like it's quintessential RE Village. Then you have House Beneviento, which is just a big, boring puzzle that tries to be scary. People are freaking out about the fetus, the giant fetus. Man, it's not scary. It's not scary. It's incredibly scripted. It's incredibly linear. It's just a spoof on rails. And then you've got the fish dude. I don't remember. That guy, the fish dude, is whatever, very much whatever. And how Heisenberg is garbage. It's industrial Resident Evil laboratory, but with an Eastern Europe twist. It's fun. It is fun as a game, and I played a lot of it. I got the platinum. I played through Mercenaries, which is a lot of fun. There's fun in mastering the game, with few exceptions, with few ugly moments, like the final boss. But it's incredibly linear. You cannot break anything. No, I'm not gonna play RE9 anytime soon. I know what to expect, man. You cannot break anything in RE Village. Like, if you shoot a window that is not one of those designed to be broken for an achievement, that window doesn't break, right? It maybe it will spawn a little bullet hole, maybe a particle. That's it. You cannot. There's no physics applied to chairs, applied to little trinkets, right? You cannot pop a book out of its shelf. And it's not like RE7 was interactive in this way, right? But it was tighter, with exceptions. You would forgive it for it. Like, if you look back at RE5, they were so excited back then when they were making RE5 because they had the chance, they had the performance power to make things interactable. So in RE5, there's piles of fruit that you can shoot and break dynamically. You can break glasses, bottles, you can break crates, fences, and that's just a silly little detail. That's not Resident Evil, right? But man, like, RE Village feels like a guided on-rail tour of a haunted house. But it's not really a haunted house. It's a haunted house, and then you go outside and it's snowy, and oh my god, werewolves. So scary. And then you go back inside, oh my god, dolls, so scary. Pretend that this puzzle is interesting. And then you go back outside and oh my god, it's a giant fish. So slimy. And then you go back inside and it's, oh my god, it's concrete and rust and robot people with screwdrivers instead of hands. So scary. Final boss. And the reason why I kind of complain about RE Village not being interactable at all is that Capcom, by all means, had the money to make those windows breakable. They had the money to allow you to carve holes into the doors, like in RE4 on the PS2. They had the money for this kind of shit, right? They had the money for you to leave trails in the snow and make it just slightly less linear. I don't know, something, and they did it because they made the spooky on rails experience. I played the PS2 port as a kid. I only recently played RE4 on PC. For the rest of my life, I had only played it on the PS2. That's all I know. Saw the trailer for the next story movie. Yes. It doesn't look like a Resident Evil movie. Looks like whatever spooky movie with him running a lot. I don't like the fact that the dude is running a lot in the movie, in the trailer, at the end of the trailer. I don't care. I expect it to be a shit show. What's up, Sotali? Thank you for the good luck. PS2 version is dire, but it's got assignment Ada, separate ways. It's the full package. On PC, it is much better. It's incredible to play at 60 FPS. I recommend the original Proxy. I recommend seeing RE4 and RE4 Remake like two different games, right? Like RE2 and RE2 Remake are two different games. They tell kind of the same story, but they're different experiences. RE4 is bugged at 60 FPS. I was doing great. I know you need to spam at twice the speed for QTEs, but I'm good at spamming. I didn't have any problem.
You have...
Village was 8, yes. Because that also I hate. I despise the fact that they called it Village, which is the most generic ass title ever, only because VILL can be turned into a Roman 8. That is incredibly lame, stupid, dumb, disgusting. Makes me forget about Requiem for a second. Nice. This did the same with RE7, but at least they didn't give it a silly subtitle that adds nothing to the to the title itself. I don't know, Proxy. I'm kind of a game developer myself. I was. That's also very silly with Snufkin, yes. Starting with 7, they, like, in the West you have Biohazard as subtitle, and in Japan you have Resident Evil as subtitle. And it's incredible. On Steam you have all these long ass titles. I think they retroactively applied it to RE4 and RE5 as well. Revelations, like they all have the Biohazard subtitle. No, you just made an educated guess, yes. I don't know about creativity, Proxy. I just played the game and I had my criticism. I still had fun. Again, I still had fun even with Village. Haha, I'll have 2-0, but it's so expensive. I'll get it secondhand, I guess. I gotta get it. Ich muss es sammeln. Ich muss es sammeln. I don't know about that, Proxy. The problem is that I'm criticizing a finished game, right? And in order for this criticism to be constructive, you would need to give it earlier in development or in pre-production, right? Ideally, someone should have written like a basic structure for the game. I don't like it. We start in the village, and then you have the hub, the castle, the hub, and you do a sequence of 3 different places, right? And then someone should have stood up and said, isn't that a tad too linear? Can't we just allow the players to choose the order in which they handle the houses? Maybe there was something like that, right? We'll never know. Maybe there was a young little game designer who stood up in the meeting and asked, and then Capcom fired him. We'll never know. Ich muss es haben. Okay. Simpler. The only other games I've liked since the... I still have to play End of Zoe. I didn't buy the DLCs. It would have done if you were in beta 2 or so. It is... I agree, my criticism is legit. But the problem is that AAA is like this. It's AAA right now is shiny, hyper-realistic games that you can interact with at a minimum level. The more polished and realistic looking a video game is, the easier it is to break that realism through interaction. You cannot allow that, right? And therefore you limit physics, you limit breakable stuff, you make chunky colliders to control where the player is allowed to go. Where the fuck am I? Okay. You script sequences so that they always play in the correct intended way, because if they play from the wrong angle, you didn't account for that, and it all fucks up the scene. I don't know. There's a price to pay for hyper-realism like that. Why am I here, dude? I shouldn't be there. I'm gonna reset, I think. Wow, I'm here now. I'm doing magic tricks. There's always cut content, Nafkin, yes. I'm sure they cut a lot out of RE8. It is what it is. A lot of yellow paint, yes. There was more yellow paint. But you are playing for the name. You are playing for the name. They've got the name and they've got the money to put out a very good looking game associated to the franchise, right? And the gameplay is fun for the most part, because they had the money to engineer a solid combat system, solid gunplay. They had enough money to hire level designers and game planners to set up puzzles and progression, and they all have a ton of experience. They know how to do things, they know how to lay out environments in an enjoyable way. They have the money, they have the money. But the big money comes with absolute massive risk of wasting said money, and then you need to make safe bets all the time. But stuff is good enough for the next 1-0. I feel like even Requiem was good enough to greenlight a bunch of other Resident Evil games. There's Code Veronica. Code Veronica will be, I expect it to be a second RE2 remake even. What's up, Doors Girl? Thank you for the good luck. The game will be as complete as MGS5. Yeah, MGS5 is very complete and tight. Like MGS5 only features what is necessary and nothing else. I don't know, like I don't feel like RE7 is an FPS. You shoot, it's a first-person game, but the point is not shooting, right? If you see it as an FPS, then it's a bad FPS. It's not accurate. It's not as responsive as a freaking Call of Duty. Whatever, right? We played RE7 very differently. Maybe. I was pretty spooked out on my first playthrough. I'm not interested in taking a AAA company's place, honestly. I don't want all that big money, you know? I'm okay with success, for sure, and I'm okay with earning money from my video games enough to make it sustainable. But I don't want so much money. I don't want the investors, right? All that thing. You have investors who have massive amounts of money, hundreds of employees, and every single move has to be evaluated by a commission through meetings and calculations and statistics. I just want to make games, right? As an indie developer. Indie developers just want to make games. They also want to survive and make it sustainable, but they're not, you know, big companies with a lot of responsibility. And that is the big strength of being indie. You are independent. The molded as enemy design sucks major ass, Snafkin. Did you hear me praising the monster design? I think it didn't. They don't have to. They don't have to follow proxy. You can buy. You can not buy their games right now. Like voting with your wallet is still a thing, and you can do something as a one little individual. Release Florida in November. Oh, okay. Is GTA 6 coming out in November? November 2026? No, right? When is it coming out? I have no idea. You're crying over it because you loved it so much? GTA is never coming. No, it's coming out this time. RE7 praised and I rejected it. Okay, thank you. I praise RE7 in many ways, but not for the molded. It would have been so cool to see molded corpses, you know, like the house. The house has a literal morgue in the basement. Just place a bunch of cadavers decomposing zombies that are reanimated by the mold instead of just fucking mold. And that would have been an improvement on its own. You love the money you used to pay for it. Yeah, man, I know. I know. Well, maybe your experience was tainted by you watching the playthrough first here. I went pretty much blind. Like, the first time I reached the basement and I realized I was entering this dark, moldy basement before meeting enemies, encountering enemies. I was tense. Like, I entered the I went down the stairs, I entered the basement, and I reset. And it was spooky. It was tense because I didn't know what to expect. It was a very, very, very good first experience. And then you get used to it, you know, like it's a rodeo. Like every subsequent playthrough of 7, R2 remake, whatever, is not as scary. It was scary. I remember, like, for the same reason, there's a room in Resident Evil 2 remake in the lab of all places. There is the cafeteria, the restaurant area in the lab in R2 remake. That's scary. That's scary. It's not, maybe it's not as scary as the basement in RE7, but you can aggro when you reach it the first time and the lights are still out. You can reach the room and some zombies are inside, are already awake, and you can kind of see them through the window, through the glass. They cannot reach you, they cannot attack you, but you can see them, like, you know, oh, you know you're gonna get in there, and it's dark, and there's a bunch of zombies, and that's spooky, that's a spooky moment. We first get to Mia. Yes, I get it, yes. The first boss fight, yes. I still don't know how to do the morgue puzzle, and I did it like 8 times for 8 playthroughs pretty much. I don't know, at some point I was just doing it automatically, and it was working. But it's safe room upstairs next to the liquor corridor. It's pretty close, yes. Making your own engine is... like, no, maybe you mean the field of game developers in general, Veninger? I'm not smart enough to make my own engine, and I can do all that I want to do with games on Unity or Unreal. So I'm absolutely fine with using a ready-made engine. It's a different path. Same that room or hit this one. Oh, okay, yes. Yes, but you can manipulate that, like they don't spawn every time, right? You can just retreat. Come on, just retreat. Oh, so now you are into cybersecurity. It's a different field, man. Exactly, Proxy, but I'm fine. Like I don't have any crazy idea for a game that is not possible on Unity, right? So it's fine. I don't have that technical limitation. I don't have that technical requirement. Some people have complained about it. I work with Unity and Unreal Engine. Unfortunately, Unreal Engine. I'm a Unity child. I was primed with Unity. Unity is cool. Unreal is fine as well, you know, but you're more into Unreal. Okay, I'm betting you. I'm betting you. No, yeah, I don't. The way Unity is being handled as a franchise, if you want, has been very much debatable. But I like the content. I respect very much the engine itself and the work that was put into it by the actual developers. The CEOs can go fuck themselves. Is this speedrun running on Unreal Engine 5? Yes. That's why I cannot PB. The game is compiling shaders, I'm losing time constantly, and then I have to reset, and all the shaders are cached out, and I have to recompile them. No, Znafkin was memeing about the lag proxy. I'm slow. I'm playing on RE7. It's not slow, I'm just scared. I've never been at the stage. I'm so spooked. Man, Nemesis is spooky. Nice. What can you do with X and A? Or can you do anything? Like 2D, 3D? I'm green. No way. I heard of XNA. I think I watched a video of a lady who used to develop on XNA. Never used it myself. I'm too young, I guess. Okay, it was 2D. Well, no. I mean, reset. I remember Mono. I remember using Mono because Unity came with Mono before they started using Visual Studio Community as their basic IDE. So my experience with Mono is just that I use that to program in Unity, very limited. I don't know if Mono was something more than an IDE inside Unity. Trying to reverse Mono? Why? Why would you do that? What's there to be found? Okay. Oh, so reversing it would have meant reverse engineering, like having some insight knowledge for Unity games in general. Makes sense. thing is, if they kept it the same after 0, it would have died. The really... It is really incredible that Resident Evil as a franchise is 30 years old. It's 3 decades old. It's a lot of time, a lot of games. And you cannot do that while sticking to the original formula faithfully. You need to renew the games. That the compromise for the longevity of Resident Evil was, I'm afraid, change, like radical change. As in RE4. RE4 was necessary in its radical change, because otherwise it would have, like, Resident Evil would have faded, you know, it would have been forgotten. And it is, I want to say it is controversial, like it sparks discussion, because you will say that you preferred the original gameplay and you wished for a bunch more games in the same vein, and then you have like younger people who enjoy the modern take more. Oh, you wanted to do tasks by reverse engineering mono. I see, that's interesting. Little bad production. It did, yes. But I mean, like, RE7 had problems, production problems. RE5, I'm pretty sure RE8 had a turbulent production. Like, they're massive games. There's no way that production is easy and flawless, right? We just don't get to know. And again, RE4 survived. Even back then, RE4 survived its absolute nightmare of a development process because there was enough money. If it was me alone trying to reboot RE4 for years, going through iterations, different versions for years, without Capcom's money, you wouldn't have seen RE4. RE4 survived because it was kept going with money at some point, I feel like. And that's also a paradox, because if you want, like if you remove the money, you, like, Resident Evil it is not there anymore. It's just that Resident Evil needs the big money at this point. Give up. I guess that still depends on... No, maybe not. No, maybe that's at Unity level rather than some individual game level. Interesting though. Imagine GTA 6 without the money. What would it be? Can you really take over 10 years to make a GTA 6 without GTA 5 farming money constantly, without Red Dead Redemption 2 farming money constantly, without GTA Online farming money constantly? You can't. Need that money flow. These are gigantic video games. Productions are made possible by tons of money. Yes, it is, Nufkin. There's no coming back after RE4. Because RE4 gave us the taste, that sweet little taste of moving more freely around that got severely improved in the next games. It gave us the sweet precision of aiming at body parts in real time with one of the prettiest camera angles ever. Like, it works like a charm. It's not a coincidence that the over-the-shoulder camera is used everywhere. It just works incredibly well. You cannot go back to a clunkier control system. There's a new Onimusha game coming out, right? I don't know if it's a reboot. Do you think that that is not coming out as a fixed camera angle video game like the original Onimusha? It's coming out as a fucking Devil May Cry in Japan. Fully 3D, real time, free control of the camera. Will be shit even with all that money. It is possible, yes. Money doesn't buy the success necessarily, but it buys you time, for example. It buys you time, then you need to actually output something good. I forget so many fun memories. I loved it. I loved it myself. It was the first Resident Evil game I could complete as a kid, because it was not as scary for me. Not featuring zombies. I was incredibly scared by zombies in the first RE games. But RE4 had talking people who could wield weapons, and younger me found that less scary. So I could play through the game. They will, Proxy, they have to. Like, GTA 6 has to recoup I don't know how much money, but it has to. Here's how Resident Evil was keeping the series constantly relevant. Yes. Yeah, it is completely different. That's what I'm saying. But yeah, like relevance in a world that changes constantly means changing. Things change around you. The gaming changes around you. You cannot stay the same as a franchise. And it sucks if you are more into a specific gameplay. And there is no solution other than buying other games that are not Resident Evil and intentionally go back to the gameplay you like. So the likes of Tormented Souls and Aliza and whatever, right? Indie games. But Resident Evil is too big to be just one thing. And now it's two things together, right? It's first person and third person action. And some spooks here and there, maybe, if you're lucky. And it's lore at this point, no matter whether or not you like it. I don't like it. But it's also lore. It's 30 years of established, intricated, retconned, ever-changed lore. Also that's napkin, but stagnation will eventually be broken by a new incredible video game. Well, didn't Ace Attorney have a bunch of games? Right? It's a franchise. It's okay. I prefer third person, not gonna lie. I feel like Ethan, the Ethan arc was a bit too short. It could have been a cool thing but maybe they're thinking about new characters right now, or they've been thinking about them for the past 6 years in secret. I don't know. Oh, no way. I get spooked even in third person. Dead Space 1, Dead Space 2, RE2 remake. On GBA, is it that old? I thought they were all on DS. That's crazy. Fuck. Cool. Also, I don't know, like, there's a bunch of games, a lot of games that tried to recapture GTA. GTA was influential, just as RE4, in creating a mass of generic GTA clones, right? Assassin's Creed, with the generic open world with quests and whatnot. Every now and then you get one of these big successes that set a new trend. It depends for me. I get everyone has their own weak spot when it comes to scary things, getting scared. God, that scares me, Snapkin. No. You knew it. It's late at night. I will see that in my night terrors. Even Breath of the Wild, The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild was a trendsetter. And there were games that tried to recapture that elegant, vast, open world where you just go around and you glide. You have to glide. Every Breath of the Wild clone has gliding. And I'm thinking specifically about Sable, for example. Sable is a wonderful video game. That draws a lot of inspiration from Breath of the Wild and then goes minimalistic, right? It's not always bad for a trend to emerge. It depends on what you do with that trend. The trend highlights things that are appreciated at a certain point in time by the audience, and interesting combinations, interesting things. And you can do stuff with it. You can copy it, you can remix it, you can improve it. Yeah, no, Snafkin, please. What's up, Obsidian? Welcome. Thank you very much. Hope I can finish this one. I've not finished a single one today. Never. Yo, Tinox, thank you. The pace is a sub 20. That's incredible. Can you believe it? No, it's a reset. There you go.
To Fortescue, my old nemesis, so we meet again. I see that a century spent as worm food has done nothing to diminish your naive obsession with the freedom of Gallowmere.
Hazeling. People are scared of horror being the best horror writers.
Prepare to
I
attack
don't know.
my warriors. I want the dogs gnawing
What
marrow
about
from those
Kojima?
bones
Kojima is
within the
reportedly
hour.
very scareable. That
What
makes
is
him
that
a
for,
bad
Stu?
horror game
Your lucky
writer.
cup.
But that means that PT wasn't written by Kojima. You telling me? Are you telling me?
For the honor of Gallowmere!
70. Are you telling me that 70% of PT wasn't programmed by Mr. Kojima himself? Are you telling me that there is somebody else in Kojima production other than Kojima-san? It's impossible. Kojima Productions is Kojima. That's why it's called Kojima Productions. %70 of my body is piss and shit because I got scared a lot. Oh no, I lost.
Not such the big man now, are you, Fortescue? Guards, take him down.
No, that was, I think it was Kamiya. Hideki Kamiya. Kamiya. Devil May Cry. But yeah, he was like, I think at some point he wanted RE2 to be more action oriented, to make it less spooky. Like, bro, you had one job. I'm moderately excited, Obsidian. I'm not excited, but I will get around and play it for sure eventually. Kojima was the ghost lady. Oh my god. MGS5 suffered very much. I wouldn't blame Kojima alone for MGS5. Thank you all for watching. Not a single run, but the chat was very enjoyable. I was here for the chat. Thank you very much. Take care.